Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video of the Arts of Moth. Today I'm going to be talking about a topic which has just appeared and has really annoyed me. Really annoyed me. Um, and of course it's about console artillery. And all these console YouTubers are making videos about, oh, you know, how easy it is to play artillery. And honestly, I find them to be so disrespectful. So disrespectful because it's not easy playing artillery. I mean, you know, this is one of the more. It's more of a friendly map towards artillery because, you know, the light tank, you know, it's either, you know, he needs to, go here, go up here, and then spot you when you're there, or he needs to go this way, go up here, go here, and then just wait there. And if you're sat here, you're gonna get spotted. Um, so yeah. Um, so normally artillery, me playing artillery likes to sit here. That's your safe spot, and then up here, artillery normally like sits around here. And that's really the only safe spots. But once you get spotted, and if you're really unlucky, and say there's like say three light tanks which push down here, and then they like hold down here and they just wait, and then they realize, oh, you know, all your enemy team have pushed this way, they are going to push all the way up here and just slaughter you. And I've had that in so many games. I've had that in a lot of games. Lot of games on this map. I've just been slaughtered. When I'm in my T-Night 2, or, you know, some of my other artillery, I just get absolutely massacred. And, you know, this map, even though it's slightly more friendly towards artillery, there's just no point because, for example, GW100 has a absolutely monstrous detectability range, which I think it's like, if you're sat here, it's probably like that big. It's absolutely gigantic. T-Night 2's is a little bit smaller. Of course, the gun carriage is probably the biggest, and then the back chat is the smallest. Well, no, it's the second smallest, and then it goes to the Object 261. Um, but honestly, like if we go to another map, like for example, um, what was Sam River. This is a map which I despise playing artillery on, and it's simply because light tanks just love to dominate this map. Like, they have so much free room up here. Like, you can get light tanks that go this way and just sit here. You get light tanks that can go up here and then push over here. Or you get light tanks that go this way, go up here, and if there's none of your allies up here, they just push all the way around, come down here, come into your base, and if there's hardly no tanks to us there, they just come in and just kill you. And I just find it so hilarious that people have the audacity to complain about a tweet. Yes, if they hit you, they do a lot of damage. But after update 6.0, I've noticed that I keep on missing so many of my shots. So many of my shots. And all these, like, for example, Eclipse made a video where he had no normal HE, and he had some AP and a shitload of premium high explosive. I'm sorry, but if you want to create an actual artillery video, why don't you use normal HE like the rest of us do? Because we cannot afford to use premium HE every single time because you lose so much. Even if I have a fantastic game, I'm losing like 20, 30,000 silver. So no, I'm sorry, but your videos, you YouTubers, don't count. I'm sorry, but all you do is fire premium HE, and that's it. You may fire the odd AP round and actually hit because RNG's on your side. And I'll tell you another thing. I got a friend which owns practically all the artilleries in the game. Every single artillery in the game. All the tier 10s. And she loves the GW100. And you can look up her name on console. Her name is Envious Sugar 682. And she's a formidable artillery player. Absolutely brilliant artillery player. And even she's noticed that after update 6.0, artillery has become quite hard to use. If you actually want to do well in artillery, you are forced to use premium high explosive, and then you lose a shit ton of silver. So it's not right with these, so-called YouTubers who think, oh yeah, I can make a video on artillery, load my artillery up with premium high explosive, and bada bing, bada boom. No. If you want to make a proper fucking video, you make sure that you use the right fucking shell. Use normal HE like the rest of us artillery players use. Use normal HE and actually explain the problem of artillery. Don't act like a cocky horse shit, because it's not funny, it's not clever, you're not giving the right information. All you're showing the rest of the community is that artillery fire nothing but premium HE. That's not true. That's not true whatsoever. It's not fucking true. And I will fucking show that it's not true. And I'll post some bloody clips up. Because this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I hate this map. Honestly, even though it's bigger, you normally spawn in your artillery like here or here. Sometimes I've actually spawned here and here and here. And it's ridiculous where you spawn. You spawn so far away from the base, but it's rare. And so if you spawn here, you have to drive all the way here, and it takes forever unless you want an Object 261 or a back chat. And you have to drive all up here. But if you spawn here, I wouldn't recommend driving all the way back here. I would recommend just sitting here, because you have quite a lot of protection against artillery, which is probably going to try and counter battery. You have quite a lot of protection against light tanks, and whatnot. You might not be able to shoot like here, but if enemies pop up around here, you can definitely try and provide some support. And so that's what I think you should try and do. Again, on this side, it's really weird because you don't really have a lot of protection here. You have a few houses here and a few houses here, and you can hide behind them and whatnot. But you actually have less protection on the southeast side than you have on the northwest side. Yeah, you have this huge spot here. But at least if you spawn here, you have some protection against here, here, and artillery sitting here, because then they can't count on battery. So, honestly, say for example, this just give an example. Say you are sat artillery sat here, okay, and if I get yellow for your friendly. Say your friendly is sat here, and then an enemy, which I'm going to put blue, is sat here. And say you're in, let's take a good example. Let's pick the GW100. Okay. So you fire, your shell comes, and it lands near the target. Now, normally the splash radius is about that big. Now, with premium high explosive, it's going to be a bit bigger. It can be about that big. What happens if you miss your shot and your shell lands here? Right here. You are not going to do jack shit against that tank. And I've been missing so many shots. And my friend can put a comment in the comment section. And she can tell you exactly what Artillery's like to play after update 6.0, because obviously Artillery got nerfed in update 6.0. And it's quite sad actually. And so if you sat there and you missed the target with normal HE, not premium shit, normal HE, you're not going to do anything. If you get lucky and you land in that circumference, you're going to do, a bit of damage. The closer you are to the target, you're going to do more damage. I'd say about 40% of my shots land directly on the target. That's if they're jiggling around and whatnot. If they're sitting still, I'd say 65 to 70% of my shots actually hit the target. And after 6.0, I can't do more than 1100 damage. In my T92 with normal HE. My friend that actually uses the GW100, she's quite distressed that she can't hit over 1,000 damage now with a direct hit. It's really rare, and I've seen some of her gameplay, and it's really rare for her to do quite a lot of damage. And she's a really formidable artillery player. And please, for the love of God, please, if you send any sort of threats towards her, I will report you to Microsoft and I will get your account banned. I do not want you attacking artillery players just because they play artillery. That's inhumane. That is inhumane. It's not proper to do that. If you want to show you're upset about artillery, you do it in a more mature manner. You talk to them with politeness. You don't say, oh, you're a so-and-so cunt. You don't do that. You really don't. Because that's just rude, that's nasty, it'll get you banned, and whatnot. So anyway, if you splash near the target, and you're going to do it most of the time if you splash near the target, you're going to do between 100 and 600 damage. 600 damage if it lands near. 100 damage if it lands quite far away. But I've noticed as well, playing artillery quite a lot, that even if I land like say 6 meters away in my T92, it does no damage. All it does is damage the track. And the amount of times that's happened is so frustrating that I just lost my will to play the game. I don't like playing normal tanks because everybody spam premium at me. And it's not funny when you're trying to use your armor. Everybody spam premium at you because everybody thinks, oh, look at this premium it is. Like, my normal rounds have 240mm pen and my premium have 350mm pen. Let's use the premium. It's not fun. It really isn't fun. I like playing artillery not because I'm a so-called lazy cow player or a pig or whatever. And yes, I've been called a pig. I've been called a cow, and I've been told to end my existence playing artillery. And there are some nasty, nasty people out there. Really nasty people out there. Quite a lot of nasty people actually. And it's not just me that gets the threats. It's my friend that gets the threats, and I'm sure that other R2 players out there get threats as well. It's just not funny. It's quite rude, and it really drags you down. It makes you just so sad, so depressed, and you just don't want to play the game anymore. And yeah, I just wish that sometimes, these YouTubers get on my skin when they make an R2 player. Like, for example, when Clone Guy did that video about the equalizer, and he said, if you buy this artillery, you are the problem. That caused a huge amount of fucking stir. And that caused him to lose quite a bit of subscribers. And this so-called Eclipse guy makes a video with artillery, loads his artillery up with complete fucking premium HE, which most of our artillery players can't run complete premium HE because we can't afford it. And he goes on around saying, "Oh, look how easy artillery is to play." If you're gonna make a proper artillery video, make sure you use normal high explosive, and make sure that you sit in the places where artillery normally sits. Don't act like a cheesy bastard. Don't act like one of these people that think they're all cool and cocky and whatnot. And don't try and get your community to attack artillery players, because it's not funny. So, at the end of the day, you know, people that think, oh, artillery is so easy to use, you have no idea how hard artillery is to use. No idea. You try and play artillery with normal HE. It's so difficult. The amount of shots that I miss, the amount of shots that my friend misses, the amount of shots that I've seen clips from other people, and they miss so many of the shots, and they do 200, 300, 400 damage. You may be saying, oh, 400 damage is a lot. Not with a 40-second reload on your T92. I mean, come on. Seriously, guys, get a fucking grip. Jesus Christ. What the map is there? Oh yes, this map. Yes, this map. This hellhole of a map. This map. Now, I'm sure everybody knows what this map is based off. This map is based off of Airfield. You can clearly quite see it. I mean, it is based off of Airfield. You know, you've got the heightened area here. You've got what used to be the airstrip here. This hasn't changed one fucking bit. And then, of course, you've got this here. This hasn't changed. They've changed this a bit. They've lowered it a bit. It's just fucking Airfield, man. And they've lowered this quite a bit as well. But yeah, it is just Airfield. But normally, I sit in my artillery. If I spawn on the side, I sit about either here, here, or here. It really depends where the team goes. It really does. And then normally on this side, sitting here is really dangerous. Really dangerous. Because if light tanks get here, or they get here, for some reason, they can spot you. They can spot you right here. And I've been spotted so many times trying to get up there and turn around, and then suddenly, oh, you're targeted. And then you have to go all the way down. But before you can even move, you get absolutely ass clapped by a Sheridan, which is now called the XM, whatever it's fucking called. I don't give a shit. But yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun playing artillery anymore. When you do get a really good hit in, you know, you get all excited. And you're like, oh my god, I've just hit a tank for this amount of damage. With artillery, with AP shells in artillery, it's rare. It's really rare. After update 6.0, before update 6.0, it was sort of easy to hit an artillery shell. It was sort of easy to hit. After update 6.0, they completely fucked up aiming. Not just for artillery, they fucked up aiming for all the tank classes. They fixed the aiming for all the tank classes and everything like that, and they fixed the accuracy. And there was a huge accuracy bug for I think it was tank destroyers and heavy tanks and light tanks, I believe. And that caused a lot of frustration in the community, and I understand why. But it also affected artillery, and it still affects artillery to this day. Um, and I know I'm gonna get swarmed by hate mail and all what that, and people are gonna tell me, oh, you should go and drown in the river and whatnot. And yes, I've gotten those messages as well. And it is depressing. It is honestly depressing when you get those, when you get a really good hit into a tank and you do like 800 damage, and then you get a message from, say, an E100 driver, and he tells you to, you know, to go and end your existence. That's not funny. That's not funny. Um, I myself have just been through quite a hard time. Not gonna tell why or what has happened. I'm not gonna tell that at all. But I'm just gonna say I've been through a hard time. I don't need hate mail. Please don't hate on me. I'm just expressing my feelings really. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, give a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy this video, give a thumbs down. Please do not spam hate in the comment section. If you do, I will report you to YouTube and I will get you banned, because this is ridiculous. I have unsubscribed from Clone Guy and Eclipse after their videos on artillery. It's not true. Artillery is not easy to use. It is quite difficult. It's either you use premium high explosive and you make no silver. You lose between 20 and 50,000 silver each game. Depends how well you do. Or you use normal regular HE and you have to really work to get proper damage. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna see you in the next video. Peace.